All right, so hey everyone. So week 2 of our PiYo test group is over. So I wanted to give you guys an update, tell you about how much weight I've lost, talk a little bit about the pictures I took today and how they compare to my before pictures, and give you an idea of my overall thoughts on the program now that 2 weeks are complete in the coach test group before the program, the PiYo DVD Workout Program releases in June at Summit. So let's start with results. First of all, how much weight did I lose? Last week I told you I lost 3.2 pounds in the first week. Pretty happy with that. Not real upset about only 3.2 pounds. I think that's good. This week, just 1 pound. So I'm down 4.2 pounds overall. Still pretty happy with that. I was hoping for a little bit more in the second week. But then I took my pictures and I compared my pictures back and forth. And there's definitely some good changes over 2 weeks. Better changes than I've seen in 2 weeks and a lot of other things that I've done. Although I'm not sure that I've ever taken pictures 2 weeks apart like that. So that's just what I think is better change than what I've seen in 2 weeks before. So I can't verify that. But really good picture changes. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to show you the before and after pictures right now. I can't show you these 2-week progress pics. I will show you the 60-day pics, though. Trust me, I will show you the 60-day pics. So 4.2 pounds, not too bad. Good picture changes. Here's the thing that's interesting. So I wore this shirt. Yes, I'm wearing an Insanity shirt doing a PiYo review. I told you that I'm an Insanity T25 Ironman kind of guy, not a PiYo kind of guy. But so this shirt I wore at Summit last year in 2013. I remember specifically wearing it. And I was not exactly happy about where I was physically at that point, but I was still like 5 to 7 pounds less than I am right now. And this shirt actually feels like it fits me better than I remember at Summit, which is interesting. I've heard other people in the test group actually saying the same thing, that they're feeling like skin is tightening up, things are firming up, clothes are fitting better without huge amounts of weight loss. A little recap of the weight loss. I've seen women anywhere from, the lowest I've seen is 2 pounds lost up to as much as 10 pounds lost in the first 2 weeks. Men, I think 4 to 4.5 pounds is the low point, so I'm kind of on the low end of the men. And the high end of that is I think 11 pounds, if I remember correctly. But everybody seems to be losing somewhere between 2 and 10 pounds in the first 2 weeks and enjoying a lot of the physical changes that don't necessarily show up on the scale. Okay, how do I like the program overall? So I've given you the results, told you what I thought about that. How do I like the program overall? Like I said, I'm kind of an Insanity T25, more high intensity type of guy, but I'm loving the program more each time we get further into it. So I'm really enjoying the challenges that are coming from the program that I don't normally face. We had a new workout that was in the schedule this week that hadn't been in week 1 schedule. We got to do it twice. It's a sort of a core focused workout, so it's all about the core, and there's some sequences in it that I cannot even come close to doing the full move for the entire time. If I did the modifications, I could, so that's good. There's some modifications there. But I've got a real goal now to try to be able to do some of these sequences in this workout by the end of the 60 days, because there's some really hard stuff in here. I'm liking the increase in intensity overall that the second week had over the first week. So if you're one of those that's like, oh, I don't know if this program's going to be enough intensity for me, it's getting more and more each week. And it also depends on what your strengths and weaknesses are. You know, some of the stuff we're getting into is some of my weaknesses, and so it is really intense for me. I looked at week 3's schedule, and it is even more intense. They're adding even more in, and it's getting, you know, to be a good ramp up. So I'm really liking the way it started out a little bit slower, ramped up. That's great. Also, listen up if you're an endurance athlete. If you're a triathlete or a runner, this program, I'm seeing some huge potential for injury prevention, strength and flexibility type work with this program without all the impact. So we have enough problems, runners, bikers, swimmers getting injured already with high training load schedules. This program takes impact out of all of your strength training. You're not doing insanity on top of triathlon training or something like that. You're taking the impact out, but the work for your hips, your knees, and your core alone, not to mention the shoulder work and some of the upper body work, but especially the core and the hips and the lower body, are just amazing without any impact. I'm seeing some huge potential there for injury prevention especially, but also flexibility and some strength elements that triathletes especially just don't have. They don't work on that kind of stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to be putting out some PiYo-based triathlon programs and running programs in the near future as soon as I'm allowed to talk about the actual schedule and put that stuff out. And I think that's about it for the week 2 review. So 4.2 pounds down, good changes in the photos, good changes in how I feel and how my clothes fit, and I'm seeing some major possibilities for endurance athletes especially and injury prevention. So that's it, week 2 review. Stay tuned for the week 3 review.